The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Discretion is advised.
What a start to the show this was. How you feeling?
It's funny. I always get so scared and then I laugh.
So, describe what was happening right before we just kicked it off here.
Well, I was very intent and looking up renters' rights in California. I was very focused, and all of a sudden you scared me. You went, boo! And I threw my phone.
We were sitting like, because you're trying to work something out with a situation, and you were very intently focused on your phone for minutes.
Yeah.
Like it was completely silent here. I was doing other stuff, prepping for the show, and I scared you pretty good.
Oh, God. Good Lord.
If you approve of it, you look at it afterwards. Maybe we'll throw it in the episode right now.
Sure.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Pretty goddamn funny.
Pretty funny. Oh man.
Good stuff.
I love being scared like that though. I hate
You
it.
do?
I hate it when it. I hate it, and then I laugh till I cry.
Well, of course.
Or I cry and then I laugh.
Because fear and humor are very closely related feelings.
Trauma and fear. Yeah.
Well, I mean, relax.
So there's that thing on TikTok or Instagram or whatever it is, whatever the kids are doing these days, and it's where
Fentanyl?
they that too, where they I think I sent it to you, where they're like
we got to do it.
It's just the.
Can you do it with Anthony? Would it work with him? You have to try it, or with the kids.
So. Maybe, yeah.
Because a normal reaction, if someone's scared, it does tell you that you're supposed to be scared too. Those are so funny.
Right. Did you ever hear that? Did I ever tell you the story? And I have a video of the sound of it. So I was at Anthony's house, and he was packing, of course, to go on probably a vacation. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it was, but he was packing, and
I bet he was packing.
All of a sudden, the whole house started to shake, and he's like on like the 4th floor, and it was just like explosions outside, like poo, 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 and then it sounded like fucking, and then I got up and I was like, what is that? I'm like, are those gas explosions? And he was like, still packing, didn't even think about it. And then he stopped and he was like, are they? And I was like, well, I saw them working on these gas pipes up above. I mean, God. It was awful.
Oh, God.
And then we're listening and I'm like, oh my God, are those guns? And we're like, holy shit, it sounded like we were under attack. It was insane. So I was so
Is it at your place?
No, at his place.
Okay.
I was so scared that I'm like, we need to get out of here. We got to get out of here. This is insane. So he grabbed his passports, his like a bag of like dog food. Like he packed up a little bag of stuff. I got my purse, and we go outside and we're in the hallway, and I'm like, why isn't anybody out here? This is insane. We get in the elevator and he's like, come on, baby, you can make it to the elevator. I mean, it was nonstop. Poo, poo, like, pap, 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 pap. It was in fucking... So we get down into the garage, and in the garage is where I took the video, because I was like, what the fuck is this? And it sounded like it was coming from the left side. So when you go out of his garage, you go out the left side.
Okay.
So instead, I mean, if there was a video of us... It was insane. We have the dog. The dog's just like, oh, what's going on?
We're going to the park? What are we doing?
We were crouched down, like we were ducking, like guns were like, pew, 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 pew. And we're like, oh my God. Scared. We get in the car and we drive out the wrong way. And as we're pulling out, we see like a woman jogging past us. We see across the street, there's a couple with their arms around each other watching fucking fireworks at the it was a country club is right there. So he was they had fireworks, but nobody knew. It wasn't July 4th. It wasn't a special
You still couldn't recognize the sound of fireworks?
No. And so
because it was so out of context.
I took a video, and every cop I showed, everyone was like, holy shit. They're like, that sounds like combat. It sounds like guns.
It sounds like a constant fireworks finale.
It was, right? Yeah, but it was like, it shook the whole... So we pull out, and I have never laughed so hard. I think I peed a little. Like, we were laughing so fucking hard because he's like, oh my God, you had me. Like, because of your fear.
Yeah, I was going to say, fear is contagious.
And because of, like, the sound of it.
You sold it to him.
And you made sense. Like, holy shit. And, like, the world is so crazy right now. Like, this was, like, it was right after, it was like maybe it was 2020, I think.
Okay.
So COVID was happening. It was all scary. Like, it was all this unknown.
All uncertainty.
Yeah. And so, and then I looked up on what's that? On Citizen, and it was like everything was, people were calling in because it sounded like a fucking war outside. But as we pull out, there's like a woman jogging, a couple like, oh, isn't that romantic?
You guys are like, run for your lives! Run for your lives!
Every time, like a week after that, every time I would tell the story, I would be on the ground hysterically laughing because it was... What a bunch of fucking fools. And I felt so dumb. I was like, I'm sorry.
Know that I've ever been that scared in my life before. Where I thought, like, where I was just so like, frantically panicking scared.
Oh my God. I'll give you the video and then you'll see like what it sounded like. I actually can look it up now and say there was
one time when I was maybe 9 years old, my stepmom, who's no longer with us, she was just the best person. And she grew up on an island in Maine where my dad lives now. It's my favorite place to go.
Your dad is on an island?
He lives on an island, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yep. And this amazing property, like right on the water, and Maine is stunning anyway. But this island is a little 1-by-3 mile island. It's a tiny little island.
What's it called?
It's kind of want to say. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But it's
Gilligan's?
It's Gilligan's Island. I'll tell it, guys. It's Gilligan's Island. And my dad, it's Gilligan. My dad is Gilligan. So it's all woods. It's like an island, but it's mostly just woods and everything. And my stepmom was telling this story about a witch on the island named Goldie. And there's a few of us kids, and we're probably ages of like 7 to 11 or something. And she's telling us a story about Goldie, and she's like, "Do you guys want to see her house?" And we're like, "Yeah, I think so." So it was pitch black, and we got flashlights together, and she took us on this trek through the woods. And we're going through the woods, and we see this like little shed in the middle of the woods, like a broken down, shitty little shack. And she said, "That's Goldie's house."
Oh my God.
And she goes, "But you guys, we're gonna walk up to it, and sometimes if you look in the window, like you can see her, but you can't make a sound. If she hears you, she's going to come out and try to get us, but we can be quiet. We're going to be quiet." So we're terrified, but we're following her lead. And we get close to the house, and someone comes running out of the shack directly at us. She had it all planned out. She had someone waiting there.
Oh my God.
And that was probably the most scared I've ever been in a real life situation. Where I was like, I couldn't believe it. And they chased us through the woods. And my stepmom, at one point, she fell down laughing because she had us. And then we all realized it was like, I think it might have been like her niece or something was waiting for us.
Oh my God.
But it was very, very well done.
That's really scary.
Yeah.
So I don't think
Goldie.
I don't remember. That was the scariest
That's
thing.
pretty great.
And
and the confusion of like, why is no one freaking out?
Yeah, like I thought people would be in the halls. In fact, I even said, should we tell the neighbors? Can you fucking imagine? They would have thought we were like tweaking on meth or something.
You fucking idiots. It's fireworks.
I mean, we had ourselves believing, I had him believing that we were under attack. And once you hear it, you will know why.
sometimes you also believe crazy things. So
yeah, but plus there was no reason for fireworks.
It's not July
and
or New Year's. That's the only time you really hear them is July and New Year's.
And usually they send out a thing saying like, hey, we're going to be doing fireworks on this day. It was just some who knows?
That's
it's probably
funny
somebody
shit.
getting engaged or something.
Yep, that's funny.
Yeah.
That is funny.
So my sister saw this other thing and she sent it to me this morning. It was on TikTok or whatever. And
the Chinese website?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm surprised you use it still.
Yeah, I have it on my phone. They've already did you see the Pentagon this morning?
About the balloon?
Yeah, that it like did, what's that called when you do, is it circle eights?
Figure eights.
Figure eights. So it did figure eights around the Pentagon and got more information than they said.
Well,
so they wanted to come out.
It said it was nothing critical. That's what the article said. Is that it got intel?
No, they just had a meeting this morning. It was breaking
before
news.
before you got here. Before you got here.
Bullshit though. Why would they have a press conference? It's silly.
I feel like they wouldn't have a press conference. If it got information, I feel like they wouldn't have a press conference. You know what I mean? Like if they actually got taken for a ride, they wouldn't publicize it. I mean,
I don't know. It's so crazy. But anyhow, so on TikTok.
Yeah.
So my sister saw this girl and I can't wait for her to do this. So this girl went and bought a picture from like, when you go to like a thrift store, pawn shop, not a pawn shop, but like a thrift store, and they have pictures of like olden time people that
vintage photographs. Yeah. They're pretty cool.
So this woman found one. It was like from like the 50s, so it wasn't that old, but from the 50s, and she framed it and she put it amongst the pictures on her mom's table. It's of someone that they don't fucking know. So she's gonna put it there and wait for her mom to be like, what is this? So my sister's doing it to my mom. She's gonna put it by her bed and in the living room, and I can't wait for her to notice, because it's gonna take her a while. Like, this is so strange. She's gonna call us.
But your sister
up.
should be like, you guys should be like, Mom, it's been there for years. You've had that thing for years.
About? That's so and so.
You're gonna trick your mom into thinking that she has dementia.
Oh, no. My poor
Mom, it's been there since we were kids.
Yeah.
You tell us stories about it forever.
What are you talking about? Yeah. That's so and so. That's Aunt Judy. Aunt Judy.
Like, Mom, are you okay? It's so cruel and fucked up. Mom, it's time to put you in a home. Come with us, Mom. The doctors are here to help you. That's so good.
Anyhow.
It's good to trick parents into thinking they have horrible mental illnesses.
Yeah.
Good
we're
times.
excited about that.
Yeah, good. What else is new with you?
What else is new?
You and I picked up food for us. We had dinner earlier today.
Thank you. It was delicious.
Oh, you're so welcome. And I walked in and I said to you, like, people are really stupid. Really, really dumb.
Really dumb. So
when I called in the order, we're getting some Mexican food, and I ordered some nachos, and I was like, I want some extra queso, please, on the side. She goes, cheese? I was like, yes, but like the melty kind of cheese.
There's no basement in the Alamo.
Santa, come on now. Alamo. And she goes, queso, you mean cheese? I'm like, yes, but like the melty kind. I'm like, I want some of that as well, please. She goes, okay. Wait, do you want it on the side or on the nachos? I was like, but both, I guess. She goes, okay. And she's taking. I ordered a quesadilla. She goes, I'm sorry, I'm so confused. The cheese. Did you wanted more of it, or just some on the side? Oof. I was like, just both, whatever, just both. And then got it, came back, and it was the wrong fucking cheese. It was just shredded cheese.
I wonder if they have the kind of cheese. Listen, the best time I ever had was when I dated that police officer. And
you chased the Wolfman?
No, that he was not a police officer. Thank fucking
always
God.
confuse it. Okay,
That was some lunatic in Wisconsin.
Okay.
Who was good looking.
Hold that thought.
Yeah.
You mentioned the police. Can we take 1 second?
Yeah.
And give props to the police in Nashville.
Holy fucking shit.
Not to get serious and talk about a horrible thing, but there was another shooting in the country, which happens all the time. But these fucking cops went in there strategically within minutes, marched down the halls, at any moment could have been shot.
That is how it is fucking done.
So, I mean, honestly, thank you. Thank you to the Nashville Police Department for showing Uvalde how not to be massive raging pussies.
And even if, okay, so that video I almost didn't watch because I'm very like sensitive to that shit, which I don't know who is not. But to me, I take in all of that like empathetic.
Empathy.
Empathetically?
I guess that works. Let's pretend it is.
Okay, awesome. So it's hard for me because I take in like how did they feel? What did the little kid do? What did they? But this was those fucking guys, and that one guy especially who was like, "Let's go, we gotta go, let's go,
Don't
to
wait,
the right, go." And then
they're being careful, but he's not letting them slow down.
Yes, but they're and he's like push for, but they're being fucking shot at.
Yeah,
and they just go to save those people. Oh my God. And they cornered her.
Yeah.
Like it was fucking beautiful.
That's how it's done. That's all I'll say about it. Thank you to the Nashville cops. Nice work.
Uvalde, I feel that like this.
And even the chief in Nashville kind of made a comment of like, this is how we do it here. You know, people make mistakes elsewhere. This is how we do it. And it's true. That's how you're supposed to do it. And there's absolutely zero question that at least a life was saved. Probably many lives were saved. So
many
props. Anyway, go ahead.
Many.
Back to your cop story.
Yeah. So
about the best time you ever had.
This is nowhere.
Come
near.
on, selfish Heidi. The time that you were alive and not dead at a school.
My God. But we were gonna go to a police officer's birthday, and he was
Chuck E. Cheese.
Hispanic. No, it was like in his backyard.
I play games. Okay.
And it was the best. So it was a Hispanic birthday party, which are the fucking best. And they
Mexicans and everyone, they have the best parties. You go to like Griffith Park or any parks in LA on a Saturday or Sunday, you will see huge Mexican families having a fucking blast, barbecuing, living life right with their familia. Go ahead.
And there was a huge bowl of queso.
Oh shit!
The queso that I like, the one that
liquid
comes
nacho cheese stuff.
That's a big fucking can of that. Oh, it's so good.
Like 7-Eleven style.
I did. I poured that on every fucking thing I had, on potatoes, on chips, on quesadillas, on everything. And I just sat and I was just like, oh my God, I love this cheese.
There's not many things that queso wouldn't make a better food.
I'm telling you.
Can you imagine it on steak?
Fondue.
If you put it on like a fillet?
Of course. Well, when you do the fondue thing, they have some steak and whatever, and you dip it in there.
Oh, I never had steak with steak and cheese, but excuse me, I've never dipped in a nice steak into nacho cheese. This is like maybe the most carbonated monster I ever had.
And that's the first night that I learned about badge bunnies. Because some badge bunnies.
Oh, are they chicks that want to fuck cops?
Up. Yeah, there was two of them, and they were really cute.
Term.
But they came by and they were sitting there and talking to like all the cops, and I was just like, who are these girls?
Badge bunnies.
And my boyfriend at the time goes, they're considered badge bunnies. I'm like, what does that mean? Are they going to they're in training or whatever? He's like, oh no, they are enamored. Let's say that's a nice term. Wow. Yeah, they will. They are on it.
Is there a job description that you're attracted to? Are you like a men in uniform type person, or are you like postal workers, or do you like pizza makers? I don't understand why every fireman, they're fucking hot. I don't care if they're short and 75 years old. They're good looking, like to me. I think because they. Why is it?
Well, I know for myself, and cops as well. Well, though, I really respect like the uniform. It's a beautiful uniform too when they're all like suited
Patrolmen
up.
are better looking than detectives.
Oh yeah,
Right?
for the majority. Yeah. Well, detectives have the suit on and stuff.
They're
and
frumpier, you know.
maybe. Well, on like the first 48, I just think they're
Stop
so
talking.
tired.
Stop talking shit about cops. You know, please show some respect to back the blue, Heidi. I tricked you into it.
But when I lived in Chicago, I was saved by two firemen, and one of them carried me. He put me on his
And you're and you were
a
like,
baby. Oh my god. No, but
come with me, Miss Fantassel.
Oh my god, a girl in my apartment building died because she did a candle. Yeah. Her candle was on the floor. Oh my god.
That's real. Oh, I just saw a video. Oh, never mind. I saw a webcam. A girl was streaming herself sleeping.
What?
And she had a candle on her bed, and the cat knocked over the candle.
That's real?
Yeah, and the girl burned to death on her webcam. She was like streaming on Facebook.
Is this a real story?
Yes, it's real. I can show you the video if you want.
No.
It's not graphic, but the youngster dies.
How old was she?
Old enough.
Jesus Christ.
Old enough to die by fire.
Jeez.
That tells you anything. Anyway.
No thanks.
So you were carried over the shoulder by a firefighter, and were you just like, yeah?
No.
What were you like? Oh, baby.
No, I was sick because I breathed in so much. Because when I remember, I woke up to the sound of the beep, the fire.
You were flatlined?
The firemen's thing. The firemen when they 9/11. If you watch those videos, and it's such an eerie. I never knew what that sound was, and those were
Low
the
oxygen or something?
firefighters who had died. And when they're down, they have these
like an alert.
They go beep.
Oh, I didn't know that. So they can be found.
That's what that sound is. Yep.
Oh, interesting.
So one of the firefighters. So a girl.
My uncle was a firefighter. Yeah, my uncles. One was a state trooper. The other was a firefighter. Yeah.
Beautiful. But one a firefighter died and the girl died, and then another one was hurt because they fell through the roof. So this was, my apartment was like here, and then there was a tiny little courtyard, but it was connected on top, and her place was right there. So, but I just remember I woke up to that and to my doorbell, like ding, 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 and like pounding. And I got up and I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I think there's a fire that's smoky. And my mom's like, get out of there.
What are you calling me for?
What are you doing? I remember I called her, and then I opened the door, and it was, whoop, and then there was a firefighter, like he was like an angel.
Yeah.
And he just put me over my shoulder, or his shoulder. And I had a little bag of like my passport and my purse.
And he carried you all the way downstairs?
Yep.
Did he fuck you in the parking lot, or leave
Afterwards.
Go later? Oh, afterwards, because you had to go back up.
Oh yeah, I had to save more lives.
I mean, that is how you show thanks.
Yeah.
If you guys are ever wondering what to do to a cop or a firefighter that helps you out,
yeah,
you fuck them. Everyone knows those.
So
That's pretty great. I've never been saved by a firefighter. I'm hoping I do, though. Can you imagine how emasculating it would be if a firefighter came in and threw me over his shoulder, handed my butt, carry me down? I'm like, sir, I can walk. I'm fine. I'll follow you.
He's patting you on the butt. It's okay.
Don't be scared, buddy. Don't be scared, buddy. Sir, I'm 43. I can do this. Actually, I'd be like, put me down. Let me die. I'd rather die than go through this humility of being carried down a 7 flights of stairs by a buff. Then I have to suck his dick in the parking lot. I don't want that. Nobody got time for that.
There went this old restaurant I worked at here in LA. There's a fire station like down the street, and they would come in for lunch, and they were just, honestly, I don't know how, like they were all just beautiful, like salt and pepper hair, just like, oh, so gorgeous. And so I got a pie for them, and I came down and I dropped it off for lunch. And then they had me there for lunch. Like they made me lunch, and we hung out for like an hour, and then they got a call. It was really cool, and they showed me around the place and what they all do.
Did they let you ride the pole?
No, but then
they're supposed to be good cooks because they spend so much time there.
They But then I remember like the cops always had issues with the firemen, because the cops were out doing patrols and all the dirty work and all the dangerous stuff. Not dangerous. I take that back. Not they're both, but like they and the firemen were off like,
just
for
heroes.
2 days.
Also,
they're
just heroes,
right? And they got paid more too.
Firefighters do?
They have this big, like, there was always like, oh, please. Like Navy and
Air Force and
they
Army
always
and all
have
that.
that little, like, yeah.
My dad told me, my dad was in the Army in Vietnam, and he said the only like action or fights he ever got into was at bars with like Marines and Air Force guys.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Marines would always be like, oh, please, you're on a boat, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh, wait, no, the Marines are on a boat.
Marines on a boat, Navy's on the boat.
Yeah. Navy's on a boat.
Yeah. Pussies is what you're saying. You're disrespecting cops and our armed services tonight.
Not at all.
Fucking unbelievable.
Not at all.
Wait. Can you imagine Todd being carried down by a firefighter?
Yes.
But he's so blind he wouldn't know what was happening. He's like, am I on an elephant?
Yellow sunglasses on.
Wait, go back. I left 300 pairs of sunglasses. We have to save them. Oh my god.
Oh, the worst. The worst.
I got a present for you.
Oh my god, where'd you get that?
I got that at a truck stop somewhere.
That's amazing.
Isn't that great? Let me show the
Oh
camera.
wow.
I got one for myself too. It's in the AC/DC font, but it says ADHD,
That's amazing.
which you and I both suffer from.
Very much so.
Where are you gonna put it?
I don't know. Maybe on my phone.
I don't need to put it anywhere yet. Oh, it might work. That'd be cool. But put it on the front of the screen. Don't put it on the back. Put it on the front, like a real dummy.
Like a real ADHDer.
Absolutely. What video did you show me? You showed me a funny video earlier. What was it?
Where the woman, she was walking out of not Menards, but like she's walking out of, is it Menards? What's that called? The place where you go and you get like screwdrivers and wood and stuff.
Home Depot?
Home Depot. And she
you confuse it with Menards? What the fuck is that? No.
Have you heard of Menards?
No.
It's a Midwest thing. It's the same thing. It
Guess
has
where
all
I'm
the
not
same-
from.
The Midwest?
Yeah.
But she bought a bucket because it was raining out, and she runs out and then she slips and biffs and falls completely.
The best video you sent me recently was the one of the woman falling in the driveway.
Oh, where she's like, I fell.
You sent me a video because you said it's you. Let's see if I can still find it.
I had a girl that texted me and said, wait, is that really you? And I was like, it might as well be.
You're like, God damn it. No, it's not. Oh, is it gone?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, please still be here. It made me laugh so hard because it was right after you had fallen in the outside my place.
Yeah.
God damn it. I don't think it's here anymore. Shit.
Funny.
It's gone.
I have a funny story about somebody that came into work, but I can't say the name.
Okay. What's the person's name?
I can't,
Oh.
but he's a musician.
Do I know who it is?
Yeah.
Text it to me.
He rented out the back room for his girlfriend.
Okay.
And no, I can't say it.
You can text it to me. I won't say anything. I'm looking. My phone is blocked. No peeking anybody.
Wait, where? I can't. Oh, here.
My name's Dan. Dan Cleary. How do you have me in your phone? How am I listed?
Dan Cleary.
There's no notes when you first met me. Oh, there it is.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Pretty famous.
I like this person.
And his girlfriend spilled a Coca-Cola on his shoes, and he had a kind of a fit.
What happened?
He just wasn't
Did he
happy.
Did he berate her?
No, it just was like, he was like, oh, and it was her birthday. And anyhow, that's all I'm gonna say. I won't say it.
If you guys knew who it was, the image is even funnier.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. Was she hot?
she's pretty. Yeah, she's.
Is she famous?
I think kind of in that world of models and stuff.
That's the world that I roll in most.
Yeah, me too. So I don't want to
I have so many models in my life. It's just like, come on.
I mean, I am a model.
God, yeah, so am I. It's like, that's what we do. It's like, I don't want to talk shop.
Right?
God, going to Milan next week. It's like, shut up.
Boring.
Shut up. I am, on Saturday, I'm leaving for Australia. And to go on the Jane's Addiction Smashing Pumpkins sort of like 10-show tour.
Yeah.
But our travel's been booked for a while, but they just kind of, I think they moved around a couple of the dates. So I land there and I have 5 days off.
Oh.
Like land and then just I'm off for most of a week. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that's how Anthony is right now.
Well, how long is he there for, by the way? It's been a while.
Like another like 4 days.
Is he a lead in it?
He's got a huge part in it. Yeah,
It's a long time to be.
Yeah,
He's
and
in
he
Greece?
goes back and forth. So he'll be, but he texted me and he was like, "Hey," he goes, "I'm at the airport." And I'm like, "You're at the airport? Oh, you're coming back now?" I didn't. And he goes, "No, I'm going to Germany to see a cousin." And I got so mad. I was just like, "Oh, really? Oh, I've got to be home. I've got to go to Burbank to go to fucking Target." Like I got all like bitter and.
You didn't know until he was at the airport that he was going to Germany? Mm-hmm. Do you guys not communicate at all about like?
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I mean, I will
issue.
say, I'm not a great communicator when it comes to like.
Most men aren't. Or men and women.
But let me finish.
Yeah.
I can communicate when it's about like relationship things. Like I can communicate about like emotional things.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like information about plans or stuff like that,
Yeah.
I could not care less about like having the foresight to be like, oh, I'm going on Thursday. I'm going to this place, and she's like, well, okay, well, yeah, you just tell me now. You're like,
right?
Like it's Wednesday night,
right?
I'm like, I forgot.
Or if it's I'm gonna go here. Oh, we're gonna go here. I'm like, what? Wait, what? Where? I have to like either ask off. I have to make sure so that communication drives me nuts because that builds like a wedge between people because because then I'm unable to go to this event that you've already known about, but I forgot I have a lot going on.
That's one thing we never do. We never speak for each other when it comes to plans. Like if I'm invited somewhere, it's all, it's assumed that couples are invited to places. I will say yes because I will go, but I'm not going to guarantee that she is.
Right.
And then I'll be like, hey, do you want? I'm going to go to this thing. They invited both of us.
Yeah.
Can you make it? But I never say like, you have to do this with me.
Right. No, he's not like that. He's just like, I would like to know.
Yeah,
I'd love to go to something. And then but there's so the thing is he said.
We are bad at it. It is something we're bad at in general.
Well, so he said, yeah, I'm going to go and see my cousin. And I go, you have a cousin in Germany? I have family all over the world. And I was like, well, herein lies the issue is that I don't know about these things. So what are we talking about for the last 6 years? What have we spoken about? My ex husband, I knew all of his cousins. They're still my cousins. It's still my family.
Right.
Like, how is that? It's just weird to me. And he's like, I have cousins in Africa, Australia. And I'm like, well, g'day, mate. Have fun. I wrote, g'day, mate. Have fun in Australia.
I'm actually going to Australia to see Anthony's family.
Nice.
He's meeting me out there. We're going to have some time. I still can't believe I've never met him before.
Yeah.
I can't believe I've never met him. We got to do it like a thing.
Darren talked to him on the phone. They got along.
What?
Swimmingly.
When did that happen? Why?
I gave him a ride home one time after the podcast.
Black Darren.
Yeah.
I thought you meant my wife Darren.
No.
I thought you meant Dickless Darren.
Black Darren.
Yeah, Black Darren. My wife's very dark, but she's not black. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
That's funny. Darren has been, Black Darren has been in touch with us. We're on a little group chat, but it's like the most random group chat.
Yeah, for some reason I don't see it until like the end, and then I'm like, well, if I respond now, no one's gonna. It's too late now to respond.
I don't know if we can talk, but there was a time. I'm gonna talk about it, and you tell me if we should leave it in or not.
Okay.
When he was texting about like, he went on like this little like a quick tiny little rant about getting laid or the lack of getting laid, and it was just so out of nowhere, and I definitely didn't want to respond and needed to respond. I wonder if he was like, oh, okay, maybe I shared too much. I don't know.
Is this thing on?
Hello. I'm leaving it in. Fuck him. Fuck you, Darren. If you were here to defend yourself, it'd be fine. No, he doesn't listen at all.
He doesn't care about it.
If you guys, actually, if for the people listening,
Darren.
I want you guys to tag Darren in this post or tag him somewhere and let him know that he was talked about in this episode, so maybe he'll give a fuck. We're still trying to get him back out here.
I wish.
Still trying.
Is he here? Or did he leave?
He came and then he left, but didn't come visit. Like we made plans for him to come in and do an episode.
Yeah.
On like
but he had to take a friend out.
Was that what it was? There's something like where we had a plan.
Some weird, like,
and
he
then
had
I'm
to
like,
take a friend that lost a friend that just died or something. And then.
But he also was like, he goes, give me a time and a place. And I was like, okay, my house, Tuesday at 7 p.m. And then he goes, okay, cool. And then later he pretended like he didn't know. Like, it's just, I don't know why I want him back so bad. He's chaos. And he doesn't do anything to help us, but I want him back. That's it.
We can't quit yet.
We can't quit you, Darren. He's too likable, even though he's an absolute mess. He's likable, but we're all a mess, and that's why we get along.
I'm a big mess.
You're such a big mess.
Huge mess. Money penny. Is that a good James Bond accent?
Do it again.
Yes, money penny. James Bond.
Do it a little bit more with a little bit more full breath, like a little bit more power.
Yes, money penny.
It's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. Let's hear Connery do it himself.
Money.
He's just like DMX. Money penny. That last one was not good.
R.I.P. DMX.
Oh, money penny. Bond, James Bond, sick and not stirred.
Did you ever see Overboard?
Of course, a million times.
It's one of my favorite movies, and where that little kid's like he's talking like Pee-wee.
Oh yeah, my favorite line of that whole thing when she goes,
"Oh,
your chocolate cream pie," and she has the whipped cream all over her face. That's a good movie.
Such a good movie.
James Bond.
Yes, money penny.
Is it money?
Money penny.
Money penny.
Mm-hmm. Money penny. Miss Money Penny.
I want to hear him say it.
You don't want to hear me say it anymore?
No, I want to hear him say it, and then we're going to compare with you. Okay, the Wi-Fi back in this office is going to make me fucking take my own life. God damn it. Never mind.
Jam on it. Jam on it.
Fuck it. Forget it.
Did you know that my aunt dated Sean Connery?
Talk to me about this, please.
Sean Connery. They did a movie called Cuba together.
Who's your aunt?
Maybe I shouldn't say that.
Why?
Was that a secret?
What are you talking about?
Like back in the day. Back away in the day.
Where in the day?
Back in the day. Let's see here. Yeah, money penny.
Well, Sophie's there, will you? James, where on earth have you been? I've been searching London for you. 007 is here, sir. I'll see you in a minute.
Money penny.
Money penny.
Money penny.
Money penny.
Money.
What gives?
Me.
Illegal use of government property.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
Is that Sean Connery?
Of course it is. He's the only one that says money penny. Money penny.
He is, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
So there's a Pluto, the channel that's like free stuff.
Never heard of this.
Pluto?
No.
Oh, it's really cool. They
is
have
it the
like,
new Crackle or whatever the fuck?
No, it's been around forever, and they have like they have like I watch Three's Company on there. They have just a Three's Company channel. Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, The Love Boat. It's my.
Is it basically like an app for Nickelodeon? Ish, as far as like Nick at Night type shit?
No, because they have everything. They have live TV. They have, and it's free. But there's lots of commercials.
Oh,
there's nothing.
Like a commercial every minute.
No, I mean it's
Pluto.
It's not a lot. Yeah. So they have a James Bond channel. So I watched it for like all day long once I was sick or something, and he's the only James Bond I like.
No.
Daniel Craig, I like. He's the best one.
No, he's not.
Who do you think is the best one?
Roger Moore is the best James Bond, and it's not up for fucking discussion.
No, I got like the creeps from Roger Moore, and his fingernails were long.
You didn't get the creeps from Timothy Dalton?
No, I didn't watch those. I watched the old, like just
the creeps
old
from
ones.
Roger Moore. No, he's the best one.
No,
I was at a party once in LA, and I was talking to a guy and I mentioned something about James Bond, and he looked at me, his eyes got wide open, and he goes, "You know I'm a James Bond expert, right?" I'm like, "No, I didn't. What are you talking about? You're a fan?" No, he'd written books about James Bond, and like, because I made a comment about Roger Moore.
Yeah.
And I got
And did he agree with you?
No.
See?
He was close. No, I think Sean Connery because he was the original.
Yeah.
But Roger Moore was the second. But he had a whole rating system. Like, I'm not a James Bond super fan. I haven't seen all the movies, but this guy, like, I got stuck into like an hour and a half conversation I couldn't get out of about James Bond. Like, how much can you possibly talk about it?
Right.
But he'd written a book about the entirety of James Bond. But no, Roger Moore's the one. Because he also
Not
the
for
best
me.
villain ever was in Moonraker, which is
that's a great movie. I'm not saying like
Jaws.
I'm not saying that the movies were bad. I'm just saying like
Yeah, you are. Okay.
For
This
me,
episode,
he wasn't sexy enough.
you're
like
shitting
Sean
on
Connery
cops.
is.
You're shitting on the armed forces, and now you're shitting on the entire
Everyone
James
knows
Bond
that's not
franchise.
because I love me a police officer and
A dead one.
oh my
As Heidi always says, the only good cop. I'm not even gonna finish it.
That video though, oh please, everybody that's listening, go watch those cops save all those people. That honestly, wow.
It was great. No, it was great.
They're-
And like, I think the cool thing is the chief or whoever, he knew that he knocked it out of the park because they released the body cam footage the next day without even being asked. Like, here it
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
Here's what we did, folks.
Yep.
That's how you do it. Line up and suck my balls. You know.
And also they like a lot of the school shooters, I just heard this thing, I think it was it NPR, it was something where they were talking about how they shouldn't even say the
Bill Maher.
shooter's name.
Bill Maher was
that on
talking
Bill,
about, yep.
on Bill Maher?
And he's been saying it for a while, and I totally agree. And
And that-
listen, there's something about. Go ahead.
And that they should show, because a lot of the shooters, it's copycats. So they're like, oh, well, hey, I'm going to go do that now. Because watch, it'll be like one after another. And, oh, I'm going to do that. But the fact that they showed her being shot. Well, they didn't show her being shot, but you saw her on the ground.
Yeah, you see her dead.
But like, that's the first time I believe that I've seen like, yeah, let's like, I don't think that they think that. That's what he was saying. He doesn't think they think that through. Like, that's gonna happen to me. I'm gonna go in here and get shot. Like, they don't think that.
A lot of my feeling, I think the people that do these shootings do ultimately want to die, and I think they know they're going to, but then the idea of being, I don't know, but you might be right. I think the point that's being made is like, don't tell us the backstory of don't release their name.
Yeah, I don't want to know anything.
I don't
want
to know about their manifestos or what their intentions were or what the.
I don't want to know their pronouns.
Let the cops
I don't
know.
fucking care.
Let the cops know that.
Yep.
But talk about the victims, talk about the heroes, talk about that stuff,
Yeah.
talk about the community. But maybe we should just really start giving less credence to or less information, like not props, but just less information. Like. And I'm someone who loves the darkest parts of society. Like, there's a reason why we love serial killer documentaries, because the psyche of a lunatic or the psyche of murderers is interesting. But there's something so dark and horrible about the mass shootings that maybe we shouldn't give it that much attention anymore.
Yep.
Because you're right. If it wasn't on the news, they would still be happening, but not like they are.
Right. Back in my day, we might have had this. Someone got shot in school, but we didn't know. Unless it was in the paper or on the nightly news that we didn't watch. The younger people who would have done it, you know what I mean?
They've happened. We talked about before. There was mass shootings and school shootings in the 1900s, but it just wasn't like this. It wasn't as prevalent. But anyway.
I asked my friend's little boy who's in the. What grade is he in? 6th grade? Yeah, the 6th grade or the 5th grade, the 5th or 6th. And I asked him because he asked me about it, and we're driving. It was just him and myself. And I said, are you? Is that scare you? And he goes, no, And I said, have you had drills? He goes, yeah, we have drills. And I'm like, and what do they say? He's like, oh, we're just supposed to be the most quiet of the group, and we huddle in a corner and just be quiet and not say a word. And it just is like, he says it like matter of fact. And I said, it's so weird. I said, because back when your mom and I were young, we had like a tornado drill or
bomb scares.
A fire drill was the main
drill.
one where we'd get in a line and walk outside, and that was it.
School shooting, active shooter drills for them are the new fire drills.
Yep.
And I remember when we had them in school, but so annoying. Like, okay, where are we walking? You don't take it seriously.
Yeah, of course not.
And but these kids,
but it was always kind of fun too. We're like, woo, fire
you're not
drill.
doing work.
We'd all like, we'd all like
work.
Yeah. In fact, I just had like a flashback of like walking outside and being like,
talking to your friends.
Yeah.
But it's just now they're so commonplace where kids don't even think about it.
Nope. And that's what. And then I
hate it so much.
I know my little niece, when she was talking about it, when the other shooting happened, the Uvalde one, and the next or that week they had one at her school, and she goes to a private church, like what's it called? Church? What is it when it's a church school? It's a parochial.
Yeah, I think that might be right.
Is that the word?
I think so.
Parochial.
What's a parochial school?
Here's some information.
Yes, private primary or secondary school affiliated with a religious organization.
Yeah.
Nice work, Heidi.
Thank you.
Come on now. Credit where it's due.
And so they had a cop come and bang on the doors, and my niece, and so my sister had called me and said, Gigi, or tell her what you guys did, and she's telling me, and she goes, yeah, and then it was scary because he banged on the door and pretended like he was the intruder. We had to be quiet, and then we were shown what to do if we're in the bathroom. We stand, and my sister was like, I gotta call you back, like she's crying because this is just like so hey, can we stop at McDonald's? Like it's just this, it's so nuts to me. Anyhow, on a different note, I was at work and I get a text from my mom, and she said,
do you know what this picture is next to my bed?
She said, we're in the basement. There's a tornado 2 miles away. In Wisconsin, there were the other night when all the tornadoes hit like down south, and two hit in Wisconsin, right in, and they were in a triangle of sadness, They were right in the middle, and the tornadoes were all around them. So they were in the
I don't like
basement.
I'd outrun one once in a car, and it was
what?
It was in Illinois. Me and two friends were in Illinois visiting my friend's like families from this place. Jacksonville, I was telling you about recently. And we're driving back to LA, and we're just getting out of Illinois, and we're on the highway, and a tornado touched down behind us. Like we're looking out the back window. We're in like
it?
Yes. We're in like a 90s Toyota Tercel, which maxes out at maybe 70 miles an hour, maybe 80 miles an hour. And my buddy, it's his car, he's driving. He's a horrible driver, and he's a scared driver anyway. And we're trying to outrun a tornado. And like, we did.
Yeah.
We couldn't really tell which direction it was going, but like it was touched down. The funnel was touching down behind us. We're just trying to outrun a tornado.
You pull over and you get in the fucking ditch. Just like that. I don't know if I told you about when I was driving.
Go to California.
Through Iowa in Tornado Alley, and all the cars were stopped, and the troopers came on the side and were like, stay in your car, there's a tornado up ahead, blah, blah, blah. And the sky turns this color, and if you've been in one, it's this green. It's like a green, it's beautiful, but it's like, and everything stops. The rain stops, the lightning, and the wind stops. It's just calm. And then
that is the weird part.
It's so
tornado weather.
Weird.
Tornado weather, because a tornado is such a, obviously you know what it is. It's just the wind and the chaos. But before it happens, things are so still and so quiet.
Yeah.
And like Birds know what's going to happen. Dogs know what's going to happen.
But there's nothing.
Yeah, it's so
like
weird.
that where I think calm before the storm.
Yeah,
probably
yeah, exactly what it
came
is.
from. So I remember I was in my car.
Oh, so
and I
give me
looked
chills.
over, and I actually have pictures of it. I'll try and find them. I looked over at the woman, and there was a woman and a kid, and they looked over at me, and I looked at her, and I said, "Roll down your window," and I said, "Do not stay in your car." And she goes, "What?" And I go, "We need to get out of our car. Because if a tornado comes, there's nowhere for us to go because it's bumper to bumper cars." I'm like, "We need to get in that ditch right there." So she grabbed her kid and I grabbed my bag and we went and we sat down in the ditch. I was like, "Fuck that." And we stayed there until they were like, "Okay, it went the other way," or whatever. Because with the tornado, you never know. It just has like a mind of its own. It goes left and then it goes right. And then it has no...
You can't plan on where it's going to... Yeah, you can't...
Yeah. But I was like, stay in our car?
My dad, I just talked to my dad yesterday, and he told me a tornado story when he used to drive trucks cross country, and he was somewhere, there was a tornado on the East Coast, like a random East Coast tornado, and he was on one side of the highway right by the median, and he was looking across the highway, and next to him, the car was going the other direction. Everyone stopped because they're waiting for this thing. It's going over the highway in front of my dad.
Jesus
and
Christ.
He's in a big tractor trailer. He's hoping it doesn't pick it up, but it could. And he's looking at this pickup truck, this 70s pickup truck that has one of those campers in it that just sits in the bed.
Yeah.
It doesn't extend out. It just sits in the bed. And on top of the camper is an upside down canoe that was strapped to the camper. And there's a guy driving, and my dad says he remembers to this day it was two young girls that were the guy's kids. It was a Friday afternoon, so they're definitely off somewhere for the weekend to have a weekend getaway in the camper. And the tornado's coming right towards them, and it goes over their camper, and my dad said it just the wind got under the canoe and just lifted the entire camper out of the bed of the truck, and the whole truck, the suspension gave up, so it lifted.
Right.
And everyone looked through the back window to be like, "What the hell just happened?" And they see their camper in the air. My dad said took it about 50 feet in the air and dropped it right in the median, and it exploded everywhere. But these people,
lucky they are.
Oh yeah. Well, lucky they lost their fucking camper, but it wouldn't dropped on them.
Saved their lives.
But
Jesus Christ.
But he said that the canoe just made this little wind, like a claw to pick it up by.
Wow.
Just lifted it right out of the truck and.
But it's weird how it randomly there'll be a house that's fine.
Yep.
And then another
gone.
one that's completely
It's
gone.
in a different part of town
Or
now.
the roof is gone in one home, and it's so crazy.
You will never. No one is stronger than Mother Nature.
Nope.
And that's the moral of the story today.
Yeah. Jesus.
Do you want to do our buddy Shane left a little question for us. You want to do a question?
Sugar Shane?
You have reached the voicemail box of
Rare Form Radio.
Please leave a message after the tone.
We tell you guys before, but we'll tell you again. We love getting audio messages for the show. You can send them to Heidi at Heidi Sabrina. You can send them to me at DanClair79 or to at Rareform Radio. Open up the messages, hit the microphone button, and leave an audio. It's like a voicemail, and we love answering those questions.
Shane he's really good. His music.
His music. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He plays bass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's good.
This is from Shane.
Got a new question for everybody. Pick a band from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s, and it's your music festival. And where's the venue?
To pick a band from each era?
Each decade.
Each decade?
Yeah. Okay. Let's start early. Let's start in the beginning.
Okay, the 60s.
Do you want to agree on a band each, or we'll do our own
we'll do
festivals?
our own festivals.
Okay. You don't trust my music?
No.
Okay. Okay. What's your 60s band?
The Doors.
Really? Okay.
No, the Zombies. The Zombies.
Okay. We're gonna write this down.
Wait, did the Zombies sing that? Wait, hold on.
What's in your head?
No.
Oh.
Zombies.
60s, 70s, 80s, No, I'm gonna have a better one than you. Oh, should we do it and not tell each other and then compare?
Sure.
Let's do that. I'm gonna do that. God damn it.
No.
60s. Well, I'm not too well versed in 60s bands. Rolling Stones are in the 60s, but I'm not a big Stones person. I'm not a Beatles person either. Beatles is going to be the easy one. Let's say you cannot do the Beatles.
Okay.
Okay, my 60s person is going to open the festival. 70s. Have you done it already?
I've got the
Okay.
60s.
70s. Is it okay if the band came out in the 70s, but they're more... No. They need to be popular. I'm so burpy.
Oh my God.
70s.
You're gonna throw up.
I know. 80s is tough because there's so many different great kinds of music then. You know what I mean?
So many good ones. And that's my favorite.
80s?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this one. Okay, 90s. What kind of festival are you doing? Is it rock music or is it just your favorite?
It's all over the place.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to have stuff that would kind of work together, sort of. Nah, maybe I shouldn't.
Think this would. I mean, because it can't work together with the going from the 60s and the 70s to the 80s. That's completely like different style of music.
Yeah.
So what is this? The 90s?
I'm stuck at the 90s because can I tell you what I'm thinking? What I want to say?
Yeah.
Or maybe I shouldn't.
Nirvana.
Fuck, that's a great one. But I was going to say Nine Inch Nails because it's my favorite band. Oh, you just really fucked me up.
Sorry, that's who I was.
Because I had another one that was maybe going to be perfect for this festival. Can you help me with one? Just for this one?
Okay.
I'm stuck between Nine Inch Nails, now Nirvana, or Oasis.
Oasis. Oh wow, I saw them in the 90s. They're so good.
I've seen them a few times.
So good.
But in the 90s, they were peak.
They were so good. Forgot about them.
Fuck. Shane, I'm pissed at you for making me decide this. Nirvana's a really good one, god damn it. What should I pick? Nirvana, Nine Inch Nails, or Oasis?
Nine Inch Nails.
No.
Oasis.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. I can't believe you're making me not pick Nirvana.
2000s. Who are in the 2000s? In the year 2000.
In the year 2000.
Remember that?
Of course. You do this a lot. What are you doing right now? You do this a lot on the show. I never notice it when we're doing it, but when I'm editing, I notice that you do this a lot. I think
remember that?
I think you're going to lose your right eye.
Knock on wood.
This is how you just knocked on wood. Knock on wood. just slid your knuckles across. You didn't even knock. This is you. Ready? Knock on wood. You just rubbed on wood. Oh God, knock on wood. Oh, dear God, knock on wood. Heidi, that's knocking on wood. Oh God, I better knock on wood. Oh, sweet Jesus.
I'm going to wet my pants.
On wood.
Sweet Jesus.
Oh, sweet mother of Christ, knock on wood.
You have
Oh, Lord.
Oh, don't look at my fucking notes. Okay,
Wait.
2000s.
Wait.
What? I'm waiting.
I'm changing my
No.
80s. Well, I'm going to have a backup just in case one of the guys gets sick.
This isn't a real festival.
Well, it is.
We're not
now.
booking this thing. I'm booking some dead people in mine. 2000s is tough.
2000s.
Fuck it. You know what? All right.
Wait, hold on.
I got mine.
Wait, hold on.
All right.
Okay.
Do a drum roll. Give me your 60s.
The Mamas and the Papas.
That's pretty good. Okay, I like that.
Each time before I go to bed, my baby.
Wait, that's not them, is it?
Of course it is. This is dedicated to the one I love.
I believe, but are you positive? That's not
Positive.
that's not the Chandrels or some shit?
Nope. They might have done the original, but Mamas and the Papas did a...
I don't know about that.
Oh my God.
What's it called? The One I Love?
Dedicated to the one I love.
This is dedicated. You're right. Oh, the Shirelles.
They might have
Originally.
done the original one, but the Mamas and the Papas did...
They did more California Dreamin', which is still one of the greatest songs
this
ever.
One.
Don't play it. Don't play it. Don't play it. We can't play it.
But look.
What year?
Each time before I go to bed.
I know the song,
Yeah,
but
so
then
they did it.
the Shirelles.
I'm sure the Shirelles did it first. Maybe. Let's see.
If you're sure they did it first, then you can't call it the other fucking. Anyway, that's it. Okay.
Anyhow,
regardless,
that's one of the
Mom and
songs
Pop
they
is
sang.
good.
Yeah.
I have chosen for mine Richie Valens.
Oh.
Oh, Donna.
Is he 60s or is he?
Oh.
Is that the 50s? I think
When
that's
did
the
Richie
50s.
Valens die?
50s.
Richie Valens died February 3rd, 1959 at
Yep.
age 17.
Because
Cocksucker.
Yep. Because
I knew he was 17.
wait, Waylon was supposed to be on that
I
plane.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
The Big Bopper.
Well, Waylon's not the Big Bopper.
Chantilly. No, I said with the Big
know.
Bopper.
Fuck. Okay, so 60s. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Mums and the Papas. I'm gonna go with
The Stones.
No, I don't want to see them play anymore.
The Kinks.
Kinks are kind of cool. Was MT5 around the 60s?
Yeah. Or was it
No,
the
70s.
70s, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
What about Donovan?
Elton John,
Donovan-
60s?
Yeah, sure. Right? Yeah. Late 60s, I think.
Well, that counts for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Elton John.
Wow.
Elton John.
Ooh la la.
Okay, what's your 70s one?
Paul McCartney and the Wings. That's one of my favorite bands. I love all their fucking songs.
Okay.
I've been listening to them a lot.
I mean, he's a massive talent, so
Right, and the
that
Wings.
works. For the 70s, I have chosen Black Sabbath.
Ooh, oh, that's good.
Because I want
yeah.
sort of I want the festival to have some balls to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you. I think I'm gonna win
The
with,
Scorpions would have been good too.
but they were 80s. I mean, they were huge in the 80s. That's 80s.
Is it?
Pretty positive. Should we go? You might be. Are you gonna go 2 for 2? If you go 2 for 2, I'll never talk again.
I can't believe I won that one.
I can. You can't always be wrong. Still Loving You was Don't Fucking Play It. How do you tell when it came out?
1984. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Who's your 80s band?
Did you say yours? You want me to go first?
Sure.
I chose The Police.
Oh, yeah.
One of the greatest live bands of all
good.
time, and they were like
yeah.
kind of almost the official sound of the 80s.
Yeah. I did Depeche Mode.
Also great.
And if one of them is sick and they have to cancel, then AC/DC is coming in.
AC/DC would have been a great 70s one. I like them more than Black Sabbath. I'm not going to go back though.
AC/DC.
Do you know who else you could have picked?
Who?
Well, it just went on my head. Oh my God.
Duran Duran?
No. It's talking about peak shit. The Cure.
Oh,
in the 80s.
yeah.
Could have been a very good choice.
I saw them in the... Oh, I love The Cure so much.
They're doing a tour right now.
I know. And do you see what happened?
Of course.
I love him
Fighting
so
Ticketmaster.
much. He's so
All right.
awesome.
For the 90s, I did settle on Oasis. But I really think I should have chosen Nirvana. But
And then you can come to my festival because I
you
chose
chose it, you fucking
Nirvana.
bitch. Boo. What, did you pick them already before you even
I did.
suggested it?
I did. That's why I was like Nirvana. I was like, wait, what am I doing?
It's a really good one. Although that was when Nine Inch Nails was at their best. But
Yeah.
still, like, I don't know. I think Oasis, because they were like the stadium darlings then.
Yeah.
All right. In the 2000s, who'd you pick?
Queens of the Stone Age. I saw them at least 10 times in the 2000s, and it was the best fucking show They're so good live.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. One of the greatest shows I ever saw was Queens at the Greek Theater on Halloween in the rain.
Ooh.
And it was 2004, and Nick was still in the band, and what's his fuck was playing drums.
Joey?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
And Troy was there. It was just the
Yeah.
best.
Yep.
I got to find a poster from then. If anybody's listening who has a poster from that show, I'll take it from you for free.
I wonder
Thanks.
if I have one. I mean,
I'll trade you a rare form poster for if you have that Queen's poster.
because Joey was one of my best friends around that time, so I got to fucking go and see them all the time in Chicago, Wisconsin. I out here, it was the best.
By the
I was
way,
so lucky. Oh,
point to that poster on the wall. There's still more of these rare form radio posters designed by our friend TC Austin. Hit us up with there's not many left, but there are some left if you guys want to get a rare form poster.
Ooh, did you hear that?
I did hear that through the microphones.
Jesus
You cracked your neck.
Did you hear about the guy who cracked his
we're not
neck
done.
and then went blind? Yeah,
We're not done.
Oh, we're not done.
I didn't do my 2000s.
Oh, sorry.
I found a loophole
9 Inch Nails.
because they were also huge in the 2000s.
I was going to do that because of the because of the downward spiral.
Well, for the 90s, that was 94.
Was it 94?
Yes.
Holy
One of the biggest albums of our lives in 94. Yeah.
So when they were recording
Broken was
that,
91. Pretty Hate Machine was 89.
when we were recording that, or when they were recording, Jesus
Something you want to tell
Christ.
us? Yeah.
When they were
Ghost
recording
Rider.
that, I wanna fuck you like an animal.
Wait. Just sing I Want to Fuck You.
I wanna fuck you like an animal. Remember Prick?
Of
the
course.
band Prick?
Oh, I mean,
I
come
was
on.
just listening to them the other day. It was so
goddamn-
fucking good.
Said you're a boy and I am a woman. That is what she said. You love me and all the people know. She put it in my head.
Wait, is that Prick?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that that did they just
Other
have
people.
one?
Yeah. Well,
was
they put
what's
out
that
more stuff, but it
big
wasn't very
hit?
good.
Big
Animal.
hit. Yeah, I fucking
Yep.
love that song so much. So then when they were doing that at the old Tate house, we played at I forget where we played it. I don't think it's there anymore. Obviously, it wasn't the Whiskey. It was something. It was our first show in LA.
I saw Prick play.
You did? Yeah, I did too. Like
They opened on that Bowie tour, the Bowie
Yeah.
Nine Inch Nails tour.
Yeah, that's how that's how I saw them. That's how. So he came to our show. The whole band did, and Mark O'Shea.
Prick did?
No,
Or Nails, okay.
Yeah, Nails. And they came to our show, and that's when we were in a booth all together, and I had long hair, and these two girls got jealous that I was with Trent, like talking. He was like, "Oh, I fucking love you guys," blah blah blah. We're like, "What? That's crazy!" And they put a huge piece of gum in my hair, and it wouldn't come out, and I had to like
Fucking
chop
cunts.
off my hair. But anyhow, and then that's when I met Mark O'Shea, and I gave him the
Hummer?
wrong number.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw them a year after that at Howlin' Wolf in New Orleans. And so their album wasn't out yet.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got to hear some of it. We went to Trent's house in New Orleans. It was so cool.
They were about to change the musical landscape forever.
Yep. And we had no idea. And then I got to see them a lot too because of my old boyfriend and because he liked my old band and he was awesome. He was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He was always nice to us.
Yeah. I mean, he let me play on stage with them. He's pretty nice to me too.
So cool.
Yeah. Best day of my life.
Do you ever talk to him?
Never.
Do you have his
Never.
like-
The last time I think I spoke to him was like 2011 or 12. Whenever his he had a band with his wife called How to Destroy Angels.
Yeah.
And they played at Coachella, and I was standing on stage to watch them play, and he
Wow.
walked up next to me, and I didn't know he was there, and just gave me a hug and talked for a split right before I walked out on stage. That's the last time we spoke.
That's
And
awesome.
we weren't buddies, but
Yeah.
I actually I'm in touch with his wife more than I am him. Like we're Facebook friends, and if I go see the band, I usually will sit on stage with his wife and watch them play. But yeah, I wish I'd talked to him more, but no.
Yeah.
But I have memories to last me a lifetime.
So that video, I think everybody should go and watch it.
It was truly
Really
one of the best days of my
cool.
life, and it's a reminder that always ask what, because you never know what could happen
And
with anything.
It shows what that's a telling part of who he is.
Or how much he liked me. No,
that's true.
Thank you.
But
no, you're right.
But it is. What a sweet guy, and he liked you.
There was
and he
no
knew that
reason
you could do it. So
there was why would someone let the guitar tech from the other band play on stage with you? You know, that's just like you know,
but he knew it meant a lot.
People
and that you were,
talk about him being a control freak, which when it comes to his music, he probably is. But he's also just like cool as fucking shit.
Yeah.
And
but look at the music.
I will forever be grateful for there was a year in my life when I spent a lot of time with that guy and those people, and it was one of the most beautiful years of my life. So I will cherish it always.
That's awesome. I cannot wait for our festivals.
What are you gonna? Well, he wants to know where we're gonna have it. It has to be in one place.
I'm gonna have mine at Alpine Valley in Wisconsin. Just
cool. Alpine Valley, Wisconsin, where everyone goes for the best music festival.
Have you been there before?
Where was Waynestock? Was that at Woodstock?
In Indiana?
Was it?
Wayne,
or was
Indiana?
it Milwaukee? Where was Waynestock in the movie? Remember?
Oh, it was probably in Milwaukee. Wait, our festival is going to be competing in Wisconsin?
I'm not fucking putting mine. I want people to go to mine.
Alpine Valley is where
Waynestock
what's his
outdoor,
face
it's
was
actually a festival.
Died.
Waynestock is a real festival? What the fuck is this nonsense?
Of course. I thought you were in.
It's from Wayne's World.
Yeah, it's real. Those are real people.
No, they're not. They're not. Wayne's World, Waynestock. Where the fuck was it?
Do you know who died at Alpine Valley in a chopper, a helicopter?
Leonard Skinner.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
That's what I said.
It's a great venue.
So burpy. Okay.
Don't make fun of my venue.
Yours is in Wisconsin. I'm gonna have mine. My great music festival.
Actually, no. I'm gonna have mine at Red Rocks because I love that place.
That's
it's beautiful.
a really good choice.
It's fucking gorgeous there, and it's got good energy. That's where it's gonna be. I cannot wait. Each night.
No, it's gonna be in Waco. Wow. No, it's not really.
Where Trump did a speech?
Yeah. Because I want the same fan base to come to my festival, and I'm gonna drug all their drinks. Woo. My festival. Okay, we gotta get out of here. My festival is gonna be in. Fuck.
Joshua Tree.
That's a cool idea, but that's. Did you see the festival that's happening out there?
No.
Sweet Mother of God.
You mean the one that's called Coachella?
No, Heidi. No, Heidi. Not that one, Heidi. It's the metal festival. Come on, fucking
The one that's in Vegas?
No. No. Fucking asshole. It's in Indio. The Power Trip Festival.
No, what is this?
It's 3 nights. 2 bands each night. Friday night, Guns N' Roses, Iron Maiden.
I just saw this.
Saturday, AC/DC and Ozzy. Sunday, Metallica and Tool.
Who sent this to me?
Are you fucking shitting me?
Someone else just sent this to me. I was like, is this a joke?
I don't go see music. I might want to go to that.
That would be amazing.
If I can get a hookup, I will go down there and watch all 3 nights of that. That sounds
Can you imagine?
Incredible. Wait a minute. I have people for this.
Welcome to the jungle. I have.
Please, just don't do that ever again. I know someone in the Guns N' Roses camp. I can get in that night. I can get in probably with Ozzy camp a little bit, and I'm going. I have a hookup for each night.
I would totally blow everybody in every band if they want me to. So I'll see you there.
Suck on wood.
Knock on wood.
Ow, 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 ow. I just pulled my cable with my ears in it, and I hurt myself badly. So we're going to wrap it up. All right. Listen, this has been a blast. We started the show with nothing to talk about, and somehow it turned into a good episode. Mm-hmm. You know why?
Because you scared me?
It's all because of you.
No.
Fucking shit.
Knock on wood.
So weird. All right. Well, see if we're on some.
This is Lola, and I'm here to tell the world to stop being such pussies and listen to Rare Form Radio.
That was a close call.
The key now is to not say the words at all. Just. And. Oh, God. That's a wrap.